All rise.
Please be seated.
I don't play games, so.
Good morning. This is the 2 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar for February 21st, 2026. The court's orders for taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of the month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. As you just heard in the recording, this is for a very specific reason. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed for you, when and where your next court hearings will be, if you are eligible for release, what bond is required, and any release conditions. I will not read all the release conditions to each of you, but I may point out a few depending on your case. You're all here today on criminal matters. That means you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do may be held against you. This hearing is being recorded and broadcast live. I will only ask you for your name and your date of birth. There may be victims watching the live stream of the hearing, so I'm going to read the victim rights advisement, and then we will begin the hearing. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law, that among others include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by a defendant or defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. We'll now begin the hearings. I will call you in one at a time. When I call you in, please come to the podium in the center of the room and speak into the microphone. I'll call a second person's name. Please have a seat right there in the chair by the door. I may need to pause to handle warrants throughout the hearing, so please don't come in unless I have called for you. All the information that I'm about to provide you is written out on the documents that you will have when you leave the hearing room, so you can review it then. Brandon Vega, please come to the podium. Traylyn Young, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Brandon J. Vega, March 12, 1984.
Thank you, sir. You're here today because of a probation violation warrant. It is alleging that your whereabouts have been unknown since January 5th, 2026, and you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing will be downtown Phoenix on February 27th at 8:30 in the morning. You are not eligible for release today, sir, under the Arizona Criminal Rule 7.2c, so you will be held in custody until you go to that next hearing. Yes, sir.
Ma'am, they have hit me. I'm in Aguila, Arizona. That is Hacienda District. Hacienda District, and my biological dad and my biological brothers.
So are you discussing the merits of your case right now? Because that is not the purpose of this hearing.
Oh, but it's because it's saying that my whereabouts wasn't whereabouts. I called them.
Sir, I did review the APETS notes. I did review the APETS notes to see what was happening between you and your probation officer. I also reviewed your probation case to make sure that this was warranted, and it is.
Yeah, but ma'am.
Yeah, go ahead and take your paperwork, sir.
But that's Aerosmith. That's Arrowhead. That's okay. But that was Arrowhead.
Come on.
And I got Matney's, and then I got Hacienda. That's 3. That's 2 courts. You know that, right?
No, you're court shop. Sit down.
That's not done.
Yes, it is. Sit down.
Traylyn Young, please come to the podium. Robbie Welsh, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Traylyn Young, 9/11/05.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on 2 matters. They are both probation violation warrants. It is alleged that you violated terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation. An attorney has been appointed for you in both matters, and your next hearings will be downtown on February 27th at 8:30 in the morning. Under the Arizona Criminal Rule 7.2C, you are not eligible for release in either of these cases, so you will be held in custody until your next hearing. Please take your paperwork, sir. Robbie Welsh, please come to the podium. Michael Thompson, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Robbie Welsh, August 11, 2002.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on an arrest warrant. It is alleged that in December of 2025, you may have had narcotic drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, that's a Class 6 felony. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. The state has now brought the charges. So your next hearing is February 26, 8:30 in the morning. There was a bond set on this warrant of $5,000, but I understand that you are in custody right now. So unless you're eligible for release, don't pay that bond. You will be transported to your next hearing, and then the next judge might change these orders. Okay, please take your paperwork, sir. Michael Thompson, please come to the podium. Kenneth Brame, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Michael Thompson, 3395.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a grand jury warrant. It is alleged that in December of 2025, you may have had narcotic drugs in your possession and drug paraphernalia. That's a Class 5 felony and a Class 6 felony. The state has now brought charges against you. An attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is downtown Phoenix, February 27th at 8:30 in the morning. I understand you are currently in custody on another case, and the grand jury did set a bond of $1,000, but don't pay that bond unless you're eligible for release from that other case as well, or you'll just pay money and not be released.
Right.
Okay, please take your paperwork, sir. Kenneth Brame, please come to the podium. Omar Mondragon, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Kenneth Lee Brame. October 25th, 1992.
Thank you, sir, and I apologize for saying your name incorrectly. You're here today on a new case. It is alleged you may have committed one count of aggravated assault, which is a Class 3 felony. One count possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, that's a Class 4 felony. One count aggravated assault in a different way is a Class 4 felony. Disorderly conduct with a weapon, which is a Class 6 felony. And then assault and threatening and intimidation, those are both misdemeanors. Wait until I'm done and you'll have an opportunity. Okay. So, based on the law enforcement report, this court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on February 26th at 8:30 in the morning. The bond is set as a secured appearance bond of $75,000 with electronic monitoring. If you're able to post that bond, you do have conditions and restrictions of release, which are very similar to your probation type conditions. Don't return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. No weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. You may not have contact with the alleged victim, even if they contact you first, or it might be considered aggravated harassment. That's a Class 6 felony. And then also, I understand that might be your residence. And so because of that, you are permitted one civil standby to go back and retrieve personal items like medication, identification, or clothing that you might need between now and the next hearing. Did you want to say something that's not about the merits of your case?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The first one is, I was never read my rights.
Oh, when you were arrested?
Yes.
Okay.
Even since I've been here, I have not been read my rights.
Okay.
Second, they found the weapons inside of the woman's residence.
So you are talking about the merits of your case. This would be a discussion to have with your attorney.
But as far as not being read my rights, I haven't been read my rights at all.
And that is also something that you would want to discuss with your attorney to see if they can file any type of motion that will remedy that. But here in this hearing, I'm just providing you with the information about what's going to happen next. Okay. Please take your paperwork, sir. Omar Mondragon, please come to the podium. Michelle Reese, have a seat by the door.
My name is Omar Mondragon. Date of birth is 2/19/1991.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case alleging aggravated assault, which is a Class 4 felony, and then assault with intent to injure as a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on February 26th at 8:30 in the morning. You're eligible for release today under a secured appearance bond of $50,000 with electronic monitoring. If you're able to post the bond, do not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, please. You are to obey any order of protection that might be issued. You are cautioned that a violation of the no victim contact order in this case might be considered aggravated harassment, which is a Class 6 felony. If that were to occur, you would not be eligible for bond going forward. I do understand that's your residence, and so you are permitted one-time civil standby to go back and get necessary things with a law enforcement escort like medication, identification, or clothing. So again, I need to caution you about the no victim contact. That applies whether you are in custody or out of custody. Okay.
We work in the same place. How's that going to work?
I'm not sure, sir. So if you're able to post bond, you will need to discuss that with your employer because you're not to have victim contact.
Okay.
Okay. Please take your paperwork, sir. And then we'll need to pause for just one moment. Michelle Reese, please come to the podium. Johnny Sophie, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Michelle Reese, 9/16/2007.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a new case alleging armed robbery with a deadly weapon. That's a Class 2 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is February 26th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release, but it is under a $5,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to post the bond, do not return to the scene of the alleged incident or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. If you are not able to post the bond, you will stay in custody and be transported to your hearing, and the next judge may change these orders. Please take your paperwork, ma'am.
It's a $5,000?
It is.
Okay.
Johnny Sophie, please come to the podium. Kieran Sample, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Johnny Sosi,
4/25/85.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on an out-of-county warrant. Coconino County wants you back. So your next hearing is on the 25th of February, 8:30 in the morning at Coconino County Superior Court. An attorney will be appointed for you once you get there, and you do have a secured appearance bond of $5,000. If you're able to post that bond, make sure you make your way to the county to attend that hearing. If you're not able to post your bond, you'll stay in custody and be transported there. Please take your paperwork, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Tyron Sample, please come to the podium. Joseph Macias, have a seat by the door.
I'm seriously with this file.
Thank you, sir. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Tyron Sample, 12/28/99.
Thank you, sir. So you are being recorded, just so
Okay.
you're aware that
Yeah,
this is something that's being recorded out there.
Yes.
Okay. So you're here today on a probation violation warrant. It was alleged that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. An attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing is on February 27th at 8:30 in the morning. You are eligible for release. It is a $1,000 secured appearance bond on your first matter. Your other matter here today is another probation violation warrant. It only carries a $500 bond. So that's $1,500 total. If you are allowed to, or if you are able to post that bond, call your probation officer within 72 hours, follow your normal terms and conditions of probation, and go to your hearing, sir. If you're not able to post it, you'll be transported to your hearings. Please take your paperwork, sir. And I do need to note, I didn't say this while he was here, but for Kenneth Brame, I did consider the victim impact statement prior to making the release conditions. Okay. Joseph Macias, please come to the podium. Alexis Tanner Medina, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Joseph Eric Macias, 8/12/90.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a municipal court warrant alleging shoplifting in 2 ways, removal of goods and concealment. Those are both misdemeanors. This court is appointing an attorney to assist you because there is bond set. So it's a cash-only bond of $20 out of the city of Surprise. If you're able to post that bond, make sure you go to your hearing on March 3rd at 1:30 in the afternoon. If you're not able to post the bond, you will be transported there. Okay, please take your paperwork, sir.
Thank you.
Alexis Tanner Medina, please come to the podium. Michael Ellout, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Alexis Tanner Neiman, 7/27/2005.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here on a new case. It is alleged you had dangerous drugs in your possession. That's a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia. That's a Class 6 felony. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on March 9th at 8:30 in the morning. You are going to be released today under supervised release. Make sure you go to your hearings. They will issue a warrant for your arrest if you do not appear. Please take your paperwork. Michael Ellout, please come to the podium. Brandon Bullen, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Michael Stephen Ellout, July 3rd, 1983.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a probation violation warrant. It's alleging that you violated terms 4 and 13. So an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on February 27th at 8:30 in the morning. You're going to be released today on your, to be supervised by your probation officer. It is noted that you did self-surrender and you want to take care of this warrant, and that is admirable. Keep going on that path.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you didn't go to self-surrender to your 30 days on January 5th. So you know that is coming. Please plan for it.
Okay.
Okay. Please take your
You
paperwork.
said I will be released today?
You are.
Okay, thank you.
Brandon Bullen, please come to the podium. Tyler Thornton, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Brandon James Bullen, 1/25/1995, miss.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a justice court warrant alleging criminal damage as a misdemeanor. This court's not able to appoint an attorney for you, but you can hire one yourself or you can represent yourself. Your next hearing is at the Arrowhead Justice Court on March 10th at 2 in the afternoon. You are being released today on your promise to go to that hearing. Their phone number is included on your paperwork. Call ahead and get this taken care of. Right now, they do want money from you, so figure out how to make a payment plan with them. Okay? Please take your
So
paperwork.
you said the Arrowhead Justice Court,
Yep, and it's all on there, their phone number, address, and everything.
and I'm being released, miss?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, y'all.
All right. I need to pause again for just a moment. And then they're all okay. The rest of our matters on this calendar are house calls. We'll begin with Mr. Tyler Thornton. He is NASWA. His date of birth is 10/9/2000. He has two matters. One's a new case alleging 4 counts possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, class 4 felony, 1 count discharging the firearm in the city limit, that's class 6 felony, 4 counts disobeying orders or mandates of the court, which is a misdemeanor, 1 count resisting arrest, 1 count obstruction of his name. So on this one, an attorney has been appointed to assist him, and his next hearing is February 26th, 8:30 in the morning. He does have a secured appearance bond of $75,000. The state's recommendations were considered, as well as the APET's notes and the Form 4. Although he's a high risk of non-appearance with new criminal activity, and he violated terms 1 and 8 of his probation, he does have positive notes in his APETs. He does have the regular release conditions for a probationer, including to call his probation officer within 72 hours, but also to contact his case manager within 24 hours and take all medications that has been prescribed by his doctor. His other matter, of course, is a probation violation warrant, and on this one, because it's alleged that he violated terms 1 and 8 of his probation under Criminal Rule 7.2c, he is not eligible for release. So an attorney is appointed for him, and his next probation hearing is February 27th, 8:30 in the morning. The next individual is Louis Apodaca Godinez, and he is being combative. This is a grand jury warrant alleging that in April and July of 2025, he has 1 count of managing or financial crime syndicate, which is a class 2 felony, and 3 counts of possessing a weapon by a prohibited person. So an attorney has been appointed for him. His next hearing is February 27th, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix, and the grand jury set the bond at $75,000 secured. He is also going to have electronic monitoring if he's able to post his bond. The next individual is Layla Urias, and she is also being combative, date of birth 7/26/2004. This one's a failing to appear bench warrant for a status conference in February. She already has an attorney in her case. Her next hearing will be February 27th, 8:30 in the morning. Her bond is set at $2,500 secured with the same prior conditions, which include electronic monitoring. And the last individual is Manuel Rodriguez, and he is NASWA. He's got 2 matters. The first one's date of birth 9/11/78. The first one is a new case alleging dangerous drugs in his possession, class 4 felony. An attorney has been appointed for him. His next hearing is February 26th. He has a secured appearance bond of $250 on his new matter, and he has the regular terms and conditions for probationer. His second matter is a probation violation warrant alleging terms 3, 4, 5, and 15. So an attorney has been appointed for him. His next hearing is February 27th, 8:30 in the morning, and he has the regular terms and conditions for a probationer. If there are any changes, they'll be reflected in the written orders. It's not my intention to return to this recording at this time. The 2 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar is in recess.
All right.
Please be seated. Good morning. This is the 5 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar for February 21st, 2026. The court's orders for taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of the month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. As you just heard in the recording, this is a very specific type of hearing. I will tell you why you are here, if an attorney has been appointed for you, when and where your next court hearing will be, if you are eligible for release, what your release conditions are, and any bond amount required. I will not read all the release conditions to each of you. That is your responsibility, but I may point out a few depending on your case. You are all here today on criminal matters, so you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do may be held against you. This hearing is being recorded as well as streamed live. There may be victims watching the live stream, so I will read the victim rights advisement, and then we will begin with the hearing. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law. That, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. We'll now begin the hearings, and I'll call you in one at a time. When I call your name, please come to the podium in the center of the room and speak into the microphone. I will call a second person's name to have a seat by the door. There is a chair there. Please wait there until I call you in. I may need to pause the hearing on occasion to handle warrants, so please do not come in until I've called for you. Everything I'm about to tell you is written out on your paperwork, so you will have that to review after the hearing. Michael Akram, please come to the podium. And then Christina Hill, have a seat by the door.
Michael. Put your arms to your shirt. Thank you.
Right here in the center, sir, behind the podium. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Mikhail Akram, 5190.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on two matters. The first one is a new case alleging 3 counts of aggravated assault of law enforcement employees. That's a Class 4 felony. 1 count possessing a weapon by a prohibited person. That's a Class 4 felony. 1 count narcotic drugs in your possession. That's a Class 4 felony. 1 count drug paraphernalia. That's a Class 6 felony. 1 count driving under the influence, possibly with drugs or metabolites, and 1 count driving under the influence, possibly with liquor or a combination. Those are alleged as misdemeanors. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you. Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on February 26th at 8:30 in the morning. You are still eligible for release under a secured appearance bond of $100,000. You do have another matter here today, and that is your probation violation warrant. So anytime there's new alleged criminal activity, you do get a Term 1 violation of probation. An attorney has been appointed to assist you in that matter. Your next hearing is February 27th, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix, and that does carry a $5,000 secured appearance bond. If you're able to pay your bonds, call your probation officer within 72 hours and go to your hearings. If you are not able to post your bonds, you'll stay in custody and be transported to your hearings. All this information and your attorney's phone number is on your paperwork. Please take your paperwork, sir. Christina Hill, please come to the podium. Jesus Carrillo, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Christina Hill, 122795.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on 3 matters. They are all probation violation warrants. It's alleged that you violated terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation. An attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your next hearing for all 3 is February 27th, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. They do carry varying bonds. One of them is $550, the next one is $500, and then the last one is $100. So that comes out to $1,150 in secured appearance bond. If you're able to post the bond, call your probation officer within 24 hours and go to your hearing. If you're not able to post your bond, you will stay in custody and be transported to your hearing. Please take your paperwork, ma'am. Jesus Carrillo, please come to the podium. Jalen Fox, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Jesus Enrique Carrillo, 582.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on 2 matters. The first one's a justice court warrant alleging shoplifting as a misdemeanor. An attorney is appointed because there is $50 bond set. So if you're able to post your bond, you won't have an attorney appointed, but you'll need to hire one or represent yourself. Your next hearing is at the Agua Fria Justice Court on February 25th at 8:30 in the morning on this matter. Your other matter here today is your probation violation warrant. So on that one, it's alleged you violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 15 of your probation. An attorney has been appointed to assist you, and your hearing is February 27th at 8:30 in the morning. That does carry a $500 secured appearance bond, which is why I set the $50 bond on the other one so you don't get a failure to appear. If you're able to post both bonds, make sure you go to both hearings. Your probation hearing is downtown Phoenix, February 27th, 8:30 in the morning, and it carries the $500 bond. If you're not able to post both bonds, then you'll stay in custody and be transported to both hearings. Please take your paperwork, sir. Jalen Fox, please come to the podium. Nicholas Mason, have a seat by the door.
Behind this,
Please say your name and date of birth.
Jalen Fox, 12207.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a new justice court case, and it is alleged that you committed disorderly conduct or fighting that is alleged as a misdemeanor. This court did find probable cause and appointed an attorney to assist you because it does look like this might be a domestic violence issue. Your next hearing is going to be at the Santan Justice Court. That's on March 10th at 9 in the morning. You are going to be released under supervised release with conditions that you need to promise to obey. The conditions include do not go back to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim, witnesses, or complainants. You're cautioned that if you have contact with the alleged victim, even if they contact you first, it might be considered aggravated harassment, which is a Class 6 felony. Yes, ma'am.
So the lady they're trying to say is the victim is my mom, and my mom explained to the cops that she wasn't a victim, that we were the whole house was arguing about finding the remote.
So this is on the merits.
So what do I do about that? Tell her just to not come?
You would need to talk to the judge at your next hearing.
Okay.
Between now and then, you can't have contact with the alleged victim, which you're correct on this point. This Amy Fox is listed as
do I tell her, like, we can't talk? Like,
yes.
Because
ignore her contact.
I have to go get my phone and everything from the house, and my boyfriend's kind of there right now. He was spending the night.
So what you
she was
can
willing
do,
to pick me up and then take us somewhere.
Yeah, you can't have contact with her. I can put in for you, because I didn't realize that you lived there. Do you live there?
Yeah, we lived there until like 2 more months until we
So
moved
I'm going
out.
to add for you a civil standby, ma'am. So what that means is the law enforcement can escort you one time.
Yes.
And they can allow you to go and pick up your necessary items like medication, identification, clothing. They will not resolve property disputes, but they will escort you one time, and then after that, though, it's up to the next judge if they change these orders and allow you to have contact again. So one moment, please. And just so you know, because the victims do have rights under Arizona law, if she wants to tell the next judge something, she can make a victim impact statement and let them know her position on these allegations going forward. So that is, and if she's watching this today, she does have those rights that she can say either way how she'd like things to go, and the judge will consider that.
She's actually in a meeting right now. She works with DCS, but when she gets
This is
out,
recorded. If she wants to watch the link later, it is available.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I have a question. How does an attorney work? Like, this is my first offense. I've never
So
done
when you go to the court at Santan Justice Court, they have public defenders there, and one will be assigned to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And, sorry. Does the police escort have to be today, or can it be a different day?
Anytime between now and March 10th at 9 a.m., but you just can't go back or have contact with her without having that police presence.
Okay. And then when I need the police present, do I just like call the non-help hotline?
Exactly.
Or?
You call the local hotline and say, I have an order that says I need a civil standby. When are you available? And they'll arrange it with you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nicholas Mason, please come to the podium. Sandra Sturgeon, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Nicholas Mason, March 13th, 1998.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on a new case alleging criminal damage as a misdemeanor, but also as domestic violence, so an attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is at Surprise Municipal Court on March 17th, 1:30 in the afternoon. You are being released today on your promise to go to that hearing and to follow your release conditions. Your release conditions include that you may not reside with an alleged victim unless that alleged victim consents. If the alleged victim does not consent or revokes consent while the case is pending, you must immediately find an alternative residence and bring proof to your court date. One civil standby is allowed, so you can ask law enforcement to escort you if that happens to get necessary things like identification, medication, or clothing that you'd need between now and the next hearing. So you do not have the order that you may not return and that you may not have contact. You may have contact, you may return, unless the alleged victim says no. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Please take your paperwork and have a seat.
Thank you.
Sandra Sturgeon, please come to the podium. Cassie Corirosi, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Sandra Sturgeon, June 10th, 1983.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on an arrest warrant. So what happened is in June of last year, you were alleged to have had dangerous drugs on your possession, which is a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, which is a Class 6 felony. The state has now brought charges against you. An attorney has been appointed to assist you. Your next hearing is March 9th at 8:30 in the morning, and you are going to be released today on your promise to go to the hearing and get this taken care of.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please take your paperwork. Just right there. Cassie Corirosi, please come to the podium. William Oleg Nizak, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Cassie Corirosi, 4995.
Thank you, ma'am. You're here today on a new municipal court case alleging assault and disorderly conduct as misdemeanors. An attorney has been appointed to assist you because it appears to be a domestic violence case. Your next hearing will be at Goodyear Municipal Court on March 11th at 1 in the afternoon. You are not to have any contact with the arresting officers, do not possess weapons, possess or consume any alcohol. You have the order of, you may not reside with an alleged victim unless that alleged victim consents. If the alleged victim does not consent or revokes while this case is pending, you must immediately find an alternative residence and bring proof of the same to your next hearing. If that were to happen, you would be permitted one civil standby where law enforcement would go with you to collect necessary things like medication, identification, or clothing. If the alleged victim consents, you may stay there. Okay? Please take your paperwork, ma'am.
Thank you.
William Oleg Nizak, please come to the podium. Jose Leyva Rivera, have a seat by the door. And I apologize in advance. I know I am not saying your name correctly.
Oh,
Please
that's fine.
say your name and date of birth.
William Olenichek, 11169, Your Honor.
Thank you. You are here today on a Justice Court case alleging assault as a misdemeanor. In this case, it's not domestic violence related, so no attorney has been appointed to assist you.
Okay.
However, you do have a hearing at Arrowhead Justice Court March 10th at 2 in the afternoon. So you need to either hire your own attorney or represent yourself at that hearing.
Okay.
So you have very specific conditions and restrictions on your release. You are going to be released on your promise to follow these conditions and to go to your hearing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not to have any contact with the alleged victim, witness, or complainant. You're not to possess weapons or possess or consume alcohol, drugs without a valid prescription. If an order against harassment is issued against you, be sure to comply. That's a court order. So you may return to your own residence, but you are not to approach the alleged victim's living area or linger or loiter in any common areas at the property at 11819 Hillcrest Drive. Does that make sense? Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Will you be able to comply with that? Will you be able to go just straight to your place and not be in their area?
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and just leave that wall alone? That's between?
I'll just stay inside the house. That's no problem.
Okay, good. Because I do need to caution you that any contact with the alleged victim might result in a Class 6 felony, which is aggravated harassment.
I understand.
And then you'd be going to Superior Court.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Okay, please take your paperwork, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Jose Leyva Rivera, please come to the podium. And then Jimmy Morales, have a seat by the door. Please say your name and date of birth.
Jose Rivera Leyva, April 15th, 2000.
Thank you, sir. You're here on a new municipal court case alleging disorderly conduct noise, which is a misdemeanor. No attorney is appointed for you because it's not a domestic violence issue, so you can hire your own attorney or represent yourself. Your next hearing is at Peoria Municipal Court, March 10th at 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
You are allowed to go back, but you can only go to your residence. You're not to approach the alleged victim's living area, not to linger or loiter in any common areas of the property at 8422 West Jefferson. Okay, and you're also cautioned, if you have any contact with the alleged victim, it might turn into a Class 6 felony, which is aggravated harassment. Then you'd be going to Superior Court for a felony. Do you understand?
Yes, Honor.
Okay, please take your paperwork.
Thank you.
All right. Jimmy Morales, please come to the podium.
Morning.
So, un momento, por favor. Do we have the translator? Oh, good. For the translator, this is Commissioner Gentry. I need to ask if you will swear or affirm that you will directly translate my words from English to Spanish and the defendant's words from Spanish to English exactly as we say them.
Yes.
Thank you. Please wait for the translator to finish speaking before you speak.
Hola, mi nombre es Luis, estaré sirviendo como intérprete. Por favor, permítame interpretar antes que usted comience a hablar. Cuando ella termine de hablar, yo interpretaré lo que ella dirá, y después de que usted termine de hablar, interpretaré lo que usted diga.
Okay. Please say your name and your date of birth.
Por favor, diga su nombre y su fecha de nacimiento.
Jimmy Morales, enero 5 de 1963.
Jimmy Morales, January 5th, 1963.
Thank you, sir. You're here today on an arrest warrant.
Gracias, señor. Usted está aquí el día de hoy con respecto a lo que es una orden de arresto.
It is alleged in July of 2025 you may have had narcotic drugs in your possession, which is a Class 4 felony.
Bien, están diciendo como presunto que en julio de 2025 es posible que haya tenido usted narcóticos en su posesión.
Sí, lo que sucede es que tuve un paro cardíaco y estaba en el hospital. Yo no pude venir a la audiencia. Fue imposible venir a la corte. Estaba en el hospital, en University City, de Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes, at the time I had a heart attack and I couldn't come to the hearing. And I was at the hospital, university.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for the explanation, but I need to remind you, you have the right to remain silent at this hearing. This hearing is for me to provide you information, not for you to talk about your case.
Bien, gracias por la explicación, pero debo dejarle saber que para esta audiencia usted tiene el derecho de mantenerse en silencio. Esta audiencia es solamente para proveerle a usted información, no para que usted nos explique con respecto al caso.
Okay. The other allegation is that you may have had drug paraphernalia in your possession, and that's a Class 6 felony.
Ahora, la otra alegación que están haciendo es que usted pudo haber tenido lo que es parafenelia de drogas en su posesión, y eso es una felonía nivel 6.
The state has now brought charges against you.
El Estado ahora ha presentado cargos en contra de usted.
This court has appointed an attorney to assist you.
Esta corte le ha asignado a usted un abogado para que le asista.
Your next hearing is downtown Phoenix on March 9th at 8:30 in the morning.
Próxima audiencia o corte será en el tribunal de lo que es el centro de la ciudad de Phoenix y sería para la fecha del 9 de marzo a las 9:30 a.m.
9 de marzo a las 9:30.
You are being released today. Thank you. You are being released today under supervised release. So make sure you go to your hearing on March 9th or they will issue a warrant for your arrest.
El día de hoy usted será liberado bajo supervisión, básicamente supervisada, una libertad supervisada. Asegúrese de presentarse a su audiencia o corte el 9 de marzo, porque si no llega, van a poner otra orden de arresto para usted.
The information about your attorney and your hearing is all on your paperwork. Please keep track of your paperwork.
La información de su abogado y la información acerca de la libertad bajo supervisión, todo está en el papeleo, así que por favor manténgase al tanto, leyendo todo y guarde su papeleo.
Okay. Please take your paperwork, sir.
Tome su papeleo, lléveselo con usted.
For the interpreter, thank you very much for your service to the court. We could not have done the hearing without you. That was our only Spanish language defendant.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for using our service. You have a great rest of your day. Take care.
We do have two more defendants that we'll be seeing as house calls today. The first one is Ruby Ruelas, and we are seeing them because they're exhibiting bizarre behavior. Date of birth is 3/6/1996. They have an arrest warrant for a dangerous drug possession, which is a Class 4 felony. An attorney has been appointed for them. Their next hearing is March 9th, 8:30 in the morning, and they are being released today on their own promise to go to that hearing, and they have standard release conditions. The other person is Felicia Devaney, date of birth 6/21/1985, because she is being combative. So she's here today for a probation violation, alleging terms 3, 5, and 15. An attorney has been appointed to assist her, and her next hearing is on February 27th, 8:30 in the morning. Although there is only a $250 secured appearance bond set in her case, she is in custody on another matter. And so I will advise her that unless she can pay the bond on her other matter and this one, not to pay the bond, she would have the standard probation or release conditions. It is not my intention to return to this recording. If there are any changes, they will be reflected in the written document. At this time, the 5 a.m. initial appearance hearing calendar is in recess until 8 a.m.
You've got a Superior Court new case alleging 2 counts of trafficking in stolen property, Class 3 felony, and 3 counts of organized retail theft, Class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference March 9th at 8:30. Let me tell you, the county attorneys asked for a bond of $2,500 on this. The county attorney here takes this real serious. People go, it's just shoplifting. No. They take it really serious. Now, because you don't have any background on this, no felonies or anything, I am going to release you. You cannot return to any scene of the crime. Got it?
Got it.
And I'm going to remind you, if you commit any other felony while you're on release here, you're going to be staying inside.
Okay.
Okay? Get your paperwork from the court staff.
Thank you.
Okay, then we have a number of house calls. Nicole Jenkins, she is date of birth 4/6/80. She's a house call because of unpredictable behavior. She has a Superior Court new case alleging 1 kind of aggravated assault of a first responder. I think it was booked as a 4. I moved it to a 5, which is to her benefit. And 1 kind of disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent her. Next hearing will be a status conference, March 9th at 8:30. I'm going to release her to pretrial services. John Martinez, date of birth 4/22/1989. He's a house call because of NASW, which stands for?
They're on suicide watch.
Pardon?
They're on suicide watch.
Okay. He has a Superior Court new case alleging 1 kind of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent him. His next hearing will be a status conference, February 26th at 8:30. I'm also setting an evidentiary hearing for February 27th at 1:30 because he was out on release for a felony. So pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 4.2A7A, he'll be held non-bailable. Then Jonathan Zambrano, he has 2 matters. His date of birth is 11/19/99. He is a house call because he's combative. He has a Superior Court new case alleging 1 kind of child abuse, Class 3 felony, 1 kind of aggravated assault on a correction employee, Class 5 felony, 2 counts of threats, Class 1 misdemeanors, and 1 kind of criminal damage, Class 2 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent it. His next hearing will be a status conference, February 26th at 8:30. I set a $50,000 cash bond. Now, his second matter is a probation violation. He's on probation for a Class 3 felony. Probation is alleging he violated Term 1, getting the new charge. I've appointed a lawyer to represent him. His next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, February 27th at 8:30. And pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, he'll be held non-bailable. Then we have Melissa Sarhan, date of birth 8/14/78. She is a house call because she is a danger to herself or others. She's here in a Superior Court new case alleging 3 counts of aggravated assault, Class 3 felony, 3 counts of disorderly conduct with a weapon, Class 6 felony, 1 count of an assault, 1 count of disorderly conduct, 2 counts of threats, 1 count of resisting arrest, all Class 1 misdemeanors, 1 count of criminal damage, Class 2 misdemeanor, 1 count of an assault, fear of physical injury, and 1 count of an assault with touch to injure. Those are both Class 3 felonies, Class 3 misdemeanors. I've appointed a lawyer to represent her. Her next hearing will be a status conference, February 26th at 8:30. It's set a $25,000 bond. And lastly, we have Today Hernandez, date of birth 7/2/1998. He's here on a possession or use of a weapon in a drug offense, Class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent him. I'm going to give him a court date of a status conference, March 9th at 8:30, but I did not find probable cause. And he is a house call because he's disruptive. Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Okay.
Commissioners, are we concluded?
Pardon?
Are we concluded?
Yes, we are done. Be seated. Are we on the record?
We are.
Okay, this is the time set for the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar. I'm going to call you in individually. You'll state your name and date of birth. I will tell you what you've been booked on and whether an attorney has been appointed to represent you. I'll also give you the date of your next court appearance. I will let you know whether you're eligible for a bond or not. If it's a secured bond, that means you can go through a bonding company. Phone numbers for the various bonding companies are located in that jail area. You can call any one of them. They will accept collect calls. If it's a cash bond, then you have to pay the entire amount of the bond. I'm also going to tell you if I've set any release conditions, like no contact with the alleged victim or no going back to the alleged scene of the crime. You need to follow each and every condition if you want to remain released. Let me remind you, if you've been ordered by a court not to have contact with the victim and then you do so, you may be charged with an additional felony. Now, when you come into the courtroom, you're going to go behind the podium. This is all being video recorded, so do not talk about the facts of your case, as you have the right to remain silent. As you leave the courtroom, court staff's going to give you your paperwork. That's going to show you all your charges, whether an attorney has been appointed for you, where, when, what time your next court date is, whether you're eligible for a bond or not, and then it'll have a list of all your release conditions. Purpose of this hearing is to determine whether you're eligible for a bond or not. That decision is based on your past criminal history, any failures to appear, Arizona law, and your current charges. It's not based on personal information. And for the record, the orders for 10-print fingerprinting and the taking of DNA samples that were made on the 0200-hour calendar for February 1st, 2026 shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Also going to read the victim's rights advisement. If you are a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Okay, Angel Chavez, come on in. And then Breck Walker to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Angel Javier Chavez, March 1st, 1990.
Okay, you have two matters. The first one is a Superior Court new case alleging one count of possession for sale of narcotic drug, Class 2 felony, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, and then one count of criminal trespass in the third degree, Class 3 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, February 26th at 8:30. Set a $5,000 bond on this. The second one that you have is a probation violation. You're on probation for a Class 6 felony. Probation is alleging you violated term 4, 5, 7, and 15. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, February 27th at 8:30. And pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you'll be held non-bailable till your next hearing. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Mr. Walker, come on in. Joel Armstrong to the chair outside the courtroom. All right, sir, state your name and date of birth.
Breck Walker, 5283.
All right, you have three matters. The first one is a Superior Court new case alleging one count of possession of narcotic drug, Class 4 felony, one count of aggravated domestic violence, one count of aggravated harassment. Those are all Class 5 felonies. One count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, and two counts of disobeying or resisting an order of the court. Those are Class 1 misdemeanors. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, February 26th at 8:30. Set a $25,000 bond. Now, the next two are both probation violations. You're on probation for Class 6 probation here in Maricopa, and then you have another probation violation in Pinal County Superior Court, which is another felony. Probation in Maricopa is alleging that you violated term 3 and 5. You will be appointed an attorney in Pinal County to represent you. I can't do it here because I don't know which attorneys are available in Pinal County. But I am appointing you an attorney for your probation here in Maricopa County. Now, in Maricopa County, your next hearing will be an arraignment. It'll be a non-witness violation hearing, possible disposition, February 27th at 8:30. pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you'll be held non-bailable. And then your next hearing in Pinal County will be an arraignment February 24th at 8:30, and the judge there asked that you be held non-bailable pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C. Okay? Get your paperwork from the court staff.
Thank you.
Joelle Armstrong, come on in. Michael Beers to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Joel Armstrong, the 3rd, 9/10/02.
All right, you're here on two matters. The first one is a Superior Court new case alleging one count of possession of narcotic drug, Class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, February 26th at 8:30. I'd set a $2,000 bond. Now, the next one that you have is a probation violation. You're on probation for a Class 6 felony. Probation is alleging you violated term 3, 4, and 5. And then you also got new charges. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, February 27th at 8:30, and pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you'll be held non-bailable. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Michael Beers, come on in.
Good morning.
Good morning. State your name and date of birth.
Michael Allen Beers Jr., 12/9/1998.
All right, you have three matters. The first one is a Superior Court new case alleging one count of criminal impersonation with a false ID, Class 6 felony, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony, and one count of falsifying an ID application, Class 2 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, February 26th at 8:30. At a $2,500 bond. Now, the next two matters that you have is you're on probation.
I'm not on probation.
You're not on probation for possession of narcotic drug?
No, that probation's over with. That was a long time ago.
Well, sir, I still have it active. They have filed a petition to revoke your probation. And they're alleging that you violated certain terms of your probation.
So I'm not bondable? That's...
Yeah, you were just placed on probation on March 10th of 2025. So there's no way you could be off probation. So you're on probation for a Class 3 and a Class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer on each of these to represent you. Probation now is alleging you violated your probation because now you got new charges. That's called a Term 1. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, February 27th at 8:30, and pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you're non-bailable. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Michael Rodriguez. And Joseph Blanchette to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Michael Rodriguez, May 25th, 1987.
You're here on a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of aggravated assault that's a Class 5 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. I also received Phoenix Police Departmental Report number 2026-00-244-368 to assist in the finding of probable cause on this case. Your next hearing will be on the 26th of February at 8:30 for a status conference, and I've set a $15,000 bond. You are to have no contact with the alleged victim and no possessing of any weapons. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Joseph Blanchette, come on in.
I need to go back to 35th Avenue, not the street.
And Ray Morales to the chair outside the courtroom. All right, sir, state your name and date of birth.
My name is Joseph Thomas Blanchette.
Okay, you have two matters here. Sir, they're both probation violations. You're on probation.
I've already modified my probation through the Superior Court. I don't know how if they haven't received my paperwork.
But just because you filed paperwork, sir, doesn't mean it was granted.
It was granted through the Ninth Circuit of the Harpias, when they were doing the Harpias cases.
Okay, the Ninth Circuit wouldn't get it if you filed it here.
Well, if this is 24th Street to 27th Street, then I'm at a whole different center because I shouldn't even be here.
All right, well, sir, I still have you showing that you're on probation. You're on probation for two Class 4 felonies.
No.
I've appointed a lawyer to represent you on both of these.
Okay, I'm not, whatever you're saying is a lie.
Okay, well, you should talk to your lawyer because I have paperwork that's saying you're on probation. Now, probation is alleging you violated terms 3 and 5. They're allegations. Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, possible disposition. February 27th at 8:30.
Right.
And I've set a $1,500 bond on each. I will tell you what they're alleging that you violated, okay? It says term 3, that after your incarceration, you didn't check in with them and they've been looking for you, and your whereabouts have been unknown since October 14th of last year. So that's what they're alleging that you violated. So I urge you to talk with your attorney, okay?
Okay.
All right, get your paperwork. Ray Morales, come on in, and Alfred Bivens to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Ray Andres Morales, 11086.
All right, you have a municipal court new case alleging one count of interfering with judicial proceedings, disobeying or resisting an order of the court. You will have a lawyer appointed for you at your next hearing, which will be an arraignment February 24th at 9 a.m. And on this case, I read and considered a victim impact statement. I've set a $1,500 cash bond. You are not to have any contact with the alleged victim. No email, no texting, no calling, no third party, no social media, and you are to follow the orders of the order of protection. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. I have a question real quick. So the $1,500, how do I get a hold of bail bonds? I'm not from here. I'm not from Phoenix.
Yeah,
I don't know.
This is cash, so you can't go through a bail bondsman, so you're going to have to put up the money.
Okay.
Okay, get your paperwork. Alfred Bivens, come on in. Tina Rodriguez to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Alfred Bivens, 0130-1993.
Okay, sir, you're here on 3 matters that are all probation violations. You're on probation for 1 Class 5 felony and 2 Class 6 felonies. I've appointed a lawyer on all of these to represent you. Probation is alleging you violated term 3, 5, and 7. Your next hearings will be an arraignment and possible disposition, February 27th at 8:30. On the Class 5 felony, I set your bond at $900, and on the Class 6 felonies, I set your bond at $750. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Tina Rodriguez, come on in. And Janine Lowe to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Tina Marie Rodriguez, 7/3/1983.
7/3 of 83?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you've got a probation violation for your probation that you're on for a class 4 felony. Probation is alleging you violated term 3, 5, and 15. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, February 27th at 8:30. I've set a $900 bond. It's not cash. If you post that bond, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Over there. Janine Lowe, come on in. Tyler Gossman to the chair outside the courtroom. All right. State your name and date of birth.
Janine Lowe, 7/20/88.
7/20 of 88. All right. You're here on 3 matters that are all probation violations. You're on probation for 1 class 4 felony and 2 class 6s. Probation is alleging you violated term 3, 5, and 7 on each. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you on all 3 of these. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, February 27th at 8:30. Set a $900 bond on each. If you post these 3 bonds, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, get your paperwork from the court staff. Tyler, come on in. Cesar Castillo to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Tyler Gossman, 8/21/87. They have my birthday wrong on the paper.
8/25 of 89.
8/21/87.
And your name's Tyler Gossman. Okay, we're gonna have to check on that. You're here on a probation violation. You're on probation for a class 6 felony. Probation is alleging you violated term 3. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, February 27th at 8:30. Set a $250 bond. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Cesar Castillo? And Bradley Strunk to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Cesar Omar Castillo, 10/25/95.
You have a justice court warrant for 1 count of driving while license suspended or revoked, canceled from Arrowhead Justice Court. That's a class 1 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer for limited representation regarding the bond. Are you in on anything else?
Yes, I'm on page, that's page 2. I just paid a $500 bond yesterday for a probation violation.
And so you're not in anymore?
No,
Unless you had this?
This is my set, on page 2. I was about to get released.
All right, then I'm not gonna post. I was gonna give you a bond because I thought you needed, so can you print this out again? So your next hearing will be an arraignment March 10th at 2 o'clock. They wanted a bond of $630. I'm gonna release you.
Okay.
So you can go there, set up a payment plan. You can also do community service.
Okay, I appreciate it.
All right, they'll bring you your paperwork.
Thank you.
Bradley Struck, come on in. Reginald Campbell to the chair outside the courtroom. All right, state your name and date of birth.
Bradley Thomas Jones, 8/25/89.
All right, you have 2 matters. The first one is the Superior Court new case alleging 1 kind of possession of drug paraphernalia, class 4 felony, 1 kind of possession of, I changed this one too. Dangerous drugs. It should be a class 4 felony, and I'm gonna make that change. All right. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Jeez, don't print it out yet. The drug paraphernalia is a Class 6 felony. They just switched them around. All right. You're charged with one count of possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, March 9th at 8:30. I'm going to release you with drug testing and monitoring. Okay? Then on your second matter, you've got a Peoria Municipal Court warrant for one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 1 misdemeanor. You're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer on that. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, March 10th at 9 a.m., and I'm going to release you on that. Don't miss court. Get your paperwork. Reginald Campbell, come on in. Eli Morrison to the chair outside the table.
Hello.
Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Reginald Campbell, 0108-1990.
You have a Justice Court warrant from West Mesa Justice Court for one count of driving while license suspended, canceled, or revoked. That's a misdemeanor. You're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, March 10th at 8:30. They wanted a bond of $250. I'm going to give you a chance to go there and get it taken care of.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you'll be released.
Is that? Okay.
And then Eli Morrison, come on in. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
My name is Eli Morrison, June 26, 2000.
You're here in a municipal court new case alleging one count of racing, exhibition of speed, Class 1 misdemeanor, and one count of exceeding the posted speed limit by over 20 miles per hour. That's a Class 3 misdemeanor. You're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, March 10th at 9 a.m. I'm going to release you. This is, the speed that you were traveling is crazy fast, allegedly.
It was stupid. I apologize.
I'm going to give you a chance to go to court. Don't come in here.
Yes, ma'am. You said March 10th?
Yep, you're going to go. You're going to be there at the 10th at 9 o'clock. You're going to be released. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Got it clear? Clear?
Someone here.
All right, we've got one house call who is number 17, who's a danger to herself or others. It's Verdiana Arazu Vargas Martinez. Date of birth is 9/10/94. She's an out-of-county warrant from Seligman Justice Court for 2 counts of an assault. And 1 count of disorderly conduct, all felonies. She'll have a lawyer appointed for at her next hearing. Can you print this one out again? This last one, the house call. Her next hearing will be an arraignment, February 24th at 8:30, and the court there set her bond at $1,500 cash.
Do you want his card? I need it all. Ladies, get up. Everybody wait right there. Everybody else wait right there. Ma'am. Ma'am, get up. Sorry. Oh, they'll be heard there and then. Do you need to clear the courtroom for number 13 as well?
Pardon?
Do you need to clear the courtroom for number 13 as well?
Yeah, child abuse and surreptitious video.
Okay. Your Honor, I'll just put one in the room over there, is that okay?
No, you can have them both in there.
Oh, they're okay.
Yeah.
That's just the two of them.
Yeah. Who's here? Yeah. Okay, let's have, Kimberly Vasquez Cruz, come on in. State your name and date of birth.
Kimberly Vasquez Cruz, 05/11/98.
Okay, you're here on a Superior Court new case alleging one count of child or vulnerable adult abuse. That's a Class 2 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, February 26th at 8:30. I set a $25,000 bond. You can have no contact with the alleged victim and no contact with any minors. Understood? No
Yes.
contact with the co-defendant either. Get your paperwork from the court staff.
Your Honor.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. County Attorney announced for the record.
Thank you, Your Honor. Brooke Gahn on behalf of the state.
Did you have a recommendation, Brooke?
Your Honor, I have nothing to add to my written recommendation, but I do need to make a motion to seal the Form 4. The original Form 4 contained the minor victim's name.
Yes, I received your motion and I granted the motion, and the Form 4 has been sealed. Anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Now you can get your paperwork. All right. And then we have Jason Tracy. So used to having you in the courtroom. All right, sir, state your name and date of birth.
Jason Christopher Tracy, 11/27/1998.
And counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. Brooke Gahn on behalf of the state.
All right. Sir, you're here on a Superior Court new case alleging 3 counts of surreptitious videotaping. Those are each a Class 5 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Counsel, did you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is asking to seal the Form 4 because it contained personally identifiable information regarding a victim.
I did receive your motion, and I did seal the Form 4.
Thank you, Your Honor. I don't have anything to add to my written recommendation.
Okay. Sir, your next hearing is going to be a status conference, February 26th at 8:30. I've set a $10,000 bond. I've also added, you are not to return to the alleged scenes of the crime.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are only to use your phone when you're at home.
Yes, ma'am.
All right? Get your paperwork from the court staff. Anything else, Brooke?
No, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm so sorry. This one you gave me,
you.